This is how I would get to 10K per month. Once again, if I had to start from zero. So if you don't know me, I have a main channel where at the moment of this recording, I have about 8,600 subscribers, and it has allowed me to make 5 to 10K per month for the last 5 months. I've been having a ton of success with my personal brand and coaching business. So what would I do if I lost that channel and had to start from zero? And I wanted to get to 10K as quickly as possible. I'm going to break that down exactly for you so you know exactly what you need to do. The first thing I would do is I would identify a transformation that I have made that a lot of other people want as well. So on my main channel right now, I'm promoting the sort of playboy lifestyle, having confidence, having social success. This is something that a lot of guys want. They want to be able to get girls. They want to succeed socially. They want to feel like the man. That is what I teach them how to do and what to achieve between all the different things within masculine self-improvement on how to actually get there. That is the main channel that I'm running right now. That's my transformation that I decided to sell. I also have accomplished a lot with the gym. I have a pretty good physique. I would say a top 10, 5, or even 1% physique. I could have a fitness channel. I have also learned and been very successful with sales. I could do sales. I actually tried that personal brand and it failed. It didn't go too well. I was doing more of like a scaling with ads type of thing on Instagram, and it wasn't really my thing. So what would I do? Learning from all the successes and the failures, I would post. Once I decided my transformation, I would post about it on YouTube specifically. YouTube is the platform that I had success with, and you can start completely for free. And if you create high quality content that people resonate with, you will get traction and eventually you will go viral and you will grow a personal brand. It's a matter of when, not if. You will do it if you stay consistent, if you constantly get better, if you're always improving. And for that reason, I built every single one of you a copy of my YouTube strategy board that teaches you how to organize and systemize the entire process. This is what allows me to post one video per day on my main channel with ease and have it be very structured and high quality. So it's completely for free. It's the first link in the description below. You can grab that now. Now, the next thing you need to do is you need to build an audience of people around this subject, this niche. So you're going to have that transformation you're talking about and you're selling, and you're teaching people how they can achieve for free. You lead with a ton of free value, all free value in the start. For the first 11 months of my journey, it was pretty much all free value. I think I made about $4,000 or $5,000 in those 11 months before I started to make a lot of money. The first month I really had big success. I made 9K, and then everything kind of was continuing from there. But before that, there was months where I didn't make any money, but it was just free value, building the audience. So you got to cultivate that audience. It might take some time. If you follow all the steps I'm telling you, you can do it much quicker than I did. I made so many mistakes for the first 6 months. It really was almost just a waste of time. When I really dialed things in is when I started to make progress. Really at the start of 2025 is when I started to really solidify my personal brand and my channel to my transformation. Before that, I was just posting all kinds of random shit. It wasn't leading towards selling my coaching program or whatever. I was just absolutely clueless as to what I was doing. So you can do it a lot quicker than I did, but it takes consistency. You need to lead with a ton of free value either way. You're going to need to be prepared to show up every day and post without getting paid, and continue to post and put content out there, and eventually you will get paid. It's just got to make sure that you have that mindset going into this. But the next thing is going to be, you're going to need to build a coaching offer. So you are going to help people put all the pieces together to see the things that they cannot see, being someone who is objectively further ahead in this transformation than they are. So for me, let me break this down. When I hop on a coaching call with someone, a free call it's just like a strategy call. I will, ask them, what do they need help with? What are they currently struggling with? And they tell me some different things. And from how they speak, the little things that they say, I'm clearly able to identify every single one of their issues in a way that they haven't been able to see it. So I will tell people things and call them out on things which it doesn't even go into their mind. Like it doesn't register in their mind. The same way that it didn't register for me when I was younger, before I made this transformation, I can see into their mindset and how they speak and what they say and the things that they believe and their values, and tell them exactly what their issues are clearer than they can formulate it themselves. And I can tell them that we can solve these things. It's not that difficult. And then I go on to pitch them on my program, which is a coaching program designed to overcome all those specific things and develop them. That is what high ticket coaching is all about. So then you have to present them with your offer, which is going to be a high ticket coaching program where they get access to you to piece everything together. Because people these days buy implementation, they don't buy information. That's something that you really got to understand. Implementation is you helping them with the journey. The little pieces that need to get put together is what they need help with. They don't need help with information. You can't sell a course with a bunch of information that doesn't really work in 2025 anymore. You need to really work with them, helping them with the little specific nitty-gritty details. That is what they feel like they need the most help with. They need someone who is supportive, who is there for them. These are the key factors that allow people to actually make that transformation, and that's what you need to sell is that coaching. So you present them with your offer, and that is how that works. But you need to have a coaching offer. And now, how do you actually get leads? See, this is the biggest issue I had from 2025, the start of it. So right around January, all the way until March, I had no sales calls. I was getting about 500 to 1,000 views per video with no sales calls, just having a Calendly book a call funnel saying book a call down below. And no one was booking calls. So what I was doing wrong is expecting people to take a big action like that. But what you got to do is you got to get people interested in what you're offering with little lead magnets. You got to give them something for free that gets, well, one, it allows you to identify who in your audience is trying to actually make this transformation and who is seeking further help, right? Because if they grab that, they're like, oh yeah, for example, on my main channel, Confidence Transformation Guide, they're like, oh yeah, that sounds great. I need to improve my confidence. One, you know who grabbed it, like who needs help. And two, you see that they're serious about trying to make this transformation. And when you give away that lead magnet, you collect their email and phone number, and you can have an email marketing campaign, which is not too important, it's just mentioning it. But really the value, which is gonna make you money now, is hopping on the phone with them, asking them, oh, yo, bro, I saw you grab my Confidence Transformation Guide. What made you want to grab that? Oh, I'm lacking confidence. I can't get to girls. I'm struggling socially. And then you sell them on that sales call that we discussed before. You say, okay, well, let's hop on a free 30-minute coaching call. We'll dive into the situation in depth, and I can give you all the advice that you need to actually overcome this and figure out every little thing that you need to improve on to develop true confidence, get girls, and have social success. Sound like a plan? They're going to say yes. And then when they say yes, you book in that call. And then you do as I told you before. You dive into the situation, you explain things to them in a way that they couldn't even comprehend it themselves, and then you offer them your coaching. And that's how you can start to make 10K per month extremely quickly. It does not need to take that long. It can be a matter of 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and you can be truly financially free. You have no idea how much success you can have in that short period of time if you stay consistent with this. So once again, if you want my YouTube strategy board so you can organize and systemize your entire content creation process for YouTube, that's going to be completely for free. It's the first link in the description below. You can grab that now.